My name is Sarah. I live in Seattle, and I work in a small office downtown. I want to tell you something strange that happened to me at work. It started with one simple note. It looked small, almost nothing. But it changed my whole week. I remember the moment so clearly. I walked into the office on a quiet Tuesday morning. The lights were still low, and the room felt cold. I put my bag on my desk and saw it. A folded piece of paper. My heart jumped a little. At first, I thought it was just a reminder or a small message from a coworker. But when I opened it, everything inside me went still. The note said, "You are stronger than you know. Someone here sees that. Someone here believes in you more than you think." No name. No signature. No clue. I read it again. Then again. I could feel my face getting warm. I sat back in my chair. Who wrote this? And why? I looked around the office. Only two other people were there. Tina and Mark. They both typed on their keyboards, calm and quiet. They did not look like people who left secret notes. I tried to laugh it off, but the words stayed in my head. Someone here believes in you. Someone. My boss, Mr. Henderson, walked in about 10 minutes later. He smiled at me. He always smiled, but something felt different. His smile was softer. Longer. I felt my stomach twist. I told myself not to be silly. But as the day passed, I kept thinking about him. He had very neat handwriting. The kind of writing that looked almost artistic. And the handwriting in the note? It looked similar. Smooth, slow, careful. I tried to work, but my mind kept going back to that note. At lunch, I sat with Tina. She looked at me and said,
"You look pale. Are you okay?"
I told her I was fine, but she kept watching me with curious eyes. There were quiet whispers in the office that day. I saw people look at me in small, secret ways. It was like they knew something. Or guessed something. Later, when Mr. Henderson handed me a file, his hand shook a little. Just a tiny movement, but I saw it. His eyes looked almost shy. The tension grew in me. My thoughts spun faster. Why would my boss send a note like that? Was it personal? Was it wrong? Was I imagining all of this? That night, I could not sleep. I lay in bed and stared at the ceiling, thinking about the handwriting, the words, the strange mood in the office. I felt uncomfortable, but also confused. A part of me wanted to know the truth. A part of me was scared of it. On Wednesday morning, I woke up tired but determined. I told myself I had to ask him. I needed clarity. I needed peace. I walked into his office during a quiet moment. My hands were shaking a little, but I kept them behind my back. "Do you have a minute?" I asked.
"Of course,"
he said.
"Come in."
I sat down in the chair across from him. I took a deep breath. Then I placed the folded note on his desk. He looked at it. He frowned. He picked it up with slow fingers. I found this on my desk yesterday, I said. Is it from you? The room felt heavy. My heart pounded in my chest. He read the note silently, then let out a small, embarrassed breath.
Oh no.
He said.
Oh dear. This is not what it looks like.
I blinked. So it is from you?
Yes, but not in the way you think.
He pushed the note gently back to me.
I wrote this last week. It was a draft for our new mentorship program. I wanted to create simple, encouraging messages for new employees. I must have put this on the wrong desk by mistake.
I stared at him. My fear slowly melted into confusion, then into something almost funny. You wrote this for the mentorship program? I asked.
Yes.
He said, covering his face with his hand.
I am so sorry. I did not want you to think it was personal. I was trying to write something supportive. This was a practice version.
I let out a small laugh. I could feel the tension fall away from my shoulders. I suddenly felt tired and relieved at the same time. I thought it was something else, I admitted.
I understand.
He said.
It was very careless of me. I will be more clear next time.
We talked for a few more minutes about communication, clarity, and how easy it is to misunderstand something small. When I walked out of his office, the whole situation felt different. Lighter. Almost funny. I went back to my desk and looked at the note again. I felt a warm kind of understanding grow in me. Sometimes things look romantic or strange when they are simply unclear. Sometimes a small message can change everything when you do not know the truth. Later that afternoon, I saw Mr. Henderson putting labels on new office training folders. His handwriting was exactly like the note. Everything made sense now. The week continued like normal. But I kept thinking about how quickly I jumped to fear and confusion. How small things can grow into big stories in our heads. I kept the note. It reminded me to ask questions instead of imagining problems. And maybe it reminded me that even in a normal office, life can surprise you in quiet ways.
Have you ever misunderstood a message and felt confused? What would you do if you found a note like this? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And do not forget to subscribe for more interesting English stories. Key vocabulary from the story are folded, whispers, tension, clarity, and draft. Folded, bent into a smaller shape. Whispers, very quiet talking. Tension, stress or pressure you can feel. Clarity, clear understanding. Draft, an early version of something. Lesson of the day. Clarity. A clear and easy understanding of something. Example from the story. I told myself I had to ask him. I needed clarity. More examples. I need clarity before I make a decision. Her question brought clarity to the problem. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and share. You can watch the next story here or explore our playlist for more inspiring stories. And do not forget to subscribe. More interesting stories for learning English are coming soon.